are doing really well. I'm thinking about all of you as you've started back to school or you're getting ready to. I know things are going to be different this year. Some of you are in school every day wearing your masks and trying to stay away from other people. And some of you are like part-time in school, part-time online, or all-time online. And some of you are being homeschooled for the first time. And that's a new experience. I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you all. I know you are making the best of everything. You have lots of opportunities to practice your fruits of the Spirit in new and maybe strange circumstances. And I think you are doing a really good job. Can you believe we're in September? You know what a new month means, don't you? It means a new fruit of the Spirit to study. This month, we're going to look at gentleness. So let's review all the fruits. Can you say them with me? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. We've talked about how these fruits are something really special. We can't buy them in the store like the bananas, and we can't pick from a tree like an apple, and we can't even grow it ourselves like I grew this tomato on my vine. These fruits only come from spending time with Jesus. We get these fruits by spending time with Jesus and staying connected to him because he is love and he is joy and Jesus is gentle. Today, we're going to read Psalm 23. King David wrote this psalm. Do you know that a psalm is a song? David is singing about how God takes care of us like a gentle shepherd takes care of his sheep. We're going to read this from our Storybook Bible today. So I'm just going to read you the introduction and then we're going to try something new. David was a shepherd, but when God looked at him, he saw a king. Sure enough, when David grew up, that's just what he became. And David was a great king. He had a heart like God's heart, full of love. Now, that didn't mean he was perfect, because he did some terrible things. He even murdered a man. No, David made a big mess of his life. But God can take even the biggest mess and make it work in his plan. I need a new heart, Lord, David prayed, because mine is full of sin. Make me clean inside. God heard David's prayer. He forgave David and he made David a promise. I'll make you great, David, and one day a king will be born into your family and he will heal the whole world. Did you know that David was a songwriter too? In fact, his songs were so good, they might have been in the top 40 charts, if they'd been invented then. David's songs are like prayers, and they're called the Psalms. And this one is called the Song of the Shepherd. It's probably number one on the psalm charts. And it goes like this. Now, before I read it, I want you to close your eyes and use your really amazing imaginations just to picture what it might be like if you were a sheep being led by a shepherd. Can you do that? All right, close your eyes. God is my shepherd, and I am his little lamb. He feeds me. He guides me. He looks after me. I have everything I need. Inside my heart is very quiet as lying still in soft green grass in a meadow by a little stream. Even when I walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, I won't be afraid. Because my shepherd knows where I am. He is here with me. He keeps me safe. He rescues me. He makes me strong and brave. He is getting wonderful things ready for me, especially for me, everything I ever dreamed of. He fills my heart with so much happiness I can't hold it all inside. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love will go too. Okay, you can open your eyes. Could you picture the green grass in the stream beside you? God gave David that song to sing to his people so they could know that he loved them and would always look after them, like a shepherd loves his sheep. And one day, God was going to do something that would inspire thousands upon thousands of new songs. God was going to show his people once and for all just how much he loved them. Another shepherd was coming, a greater shepherd. He would be called the Good Shepherd, and this shepherd was going to lead all of God's lambs back to the place where they had always belonged, close to God's heart. And you guys know who that Good Shepherd is, don't you? It's Jesus. And he is our good and gentle shepherd who leads us back to God's heart. So, as we're thinking about gentleness this month, I just want you to think about how Jesus is our gentle shepherd and guides us and leads us and takes good care of us. So we have a little craft this week, and there's 2 ways to do it, and it's just really easy. So you're going to need some cotton balls for this. You can just use one, or you may need a couple. And some construction paper, or you can just use plain paper and color it. I chose green because of the green meadows. And I have this really cool paper that looks like water, but you can just use blue, or you can just color it however you want. So one way you're going to do it, I just cut out my stream and glued it onto my green paper and drew my lamb. I'm not a great artist. I'm sure your lambs will be better. So when you're done with yours, I want your mom to take a picture of it. She can send it to me or post it on Facebook under our lesson so I can see all your lambs you make. But if you have white paint, get some white paint at home. You can use a cotton ball as your paintbrush. And you're just going to dip your paint into the cotton ball and daub it on your lamb like that. And it looks like wool. The wool. Sheeps are woolly and fuzzy and soft. And so you can use your cotton ball as a paintbrush and just dab it on. It's kind of fun to do. You might want to do a bunch of them. And there's another way you can do it too with the cotton balls. Rather than using paint, maybe you don't have paint at home, but maybe you have some glue. You can use this glue. Or I just think I dropped my glue stick. Or you can use a glue stick. I like these because they're not as messy as regular. So I just rub my glue on my lamb that I drew, just like that. Just rub it on there. And then you can take the cotton balls, and they kind of tear apart really easy, and they're really soft. And you just stick it on your paper. And it really looks like wool then. It's fuzzy and soft. So you can do it either way. You can use paint, or you can use cotton balls. And you use your cotton ball to paint it, or just put them on. And then you'll have fuzzy little lambs to look at. And remember that Jesus is your gentle shepherd who guides you like a fuzzy little lamb. All right, guys. I hope you have a really good week, okay? Bye.